The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Rosh Yeshiva from Israel, he said his 6-year-old daughter out of nowhere came down with this disease. Nobody knew what it was. In Israel, they couldn't diagnose it. They told him, you have to go to America, to these people. It was a very long time ago, in the 1970s. You have to go to America to diagnose it. In the end, he went to America, he went to Muncie, he went to some medical center, and they diagnosed it. And they told him and his wife, we could cure this. She's going to need an operation, and it's going to be 6 months till she's cured. 6 months? We were planning on going back to Israel next week. How are we going to stay here for 6 months? It was their Hanukkah vacation. They brought all their children with them. What are we going to do? We have to rent a house here? We have to enroll all of our children in school now? My yeshiva, what's going to be with my yeshiva? It was devastating news. They got this news on a Thursday night. They were in Muncie. He called up his parents who live in Brooklyn. He said, we're going to come to you for Shabbat. They said, okay, of course. The next morning, he said, we set out early. It's a long drive from Muncie to Brooklyn. We're on our way. All of a sudden, it starts snowing heavily. Snow. Traffic came to a standstill. We're inching on the highway for hours. He said, I look at my watch. We're not going to make it before Shabbat. Impossible. To turn back to Muncie? Impossible. He said, here I am in a foreign country, stuck on the highway with the sun setting. My life has been overturned. I said, Hashem, what else could go wrong now? What do I do? He pulled off the side of the road. He can't be in the car on Shabbat. He said, everyone get out of the car. We'll hope to find a house with a mezuzah on it and knock on their door. And they're walking, and they found a home. They knocked on the door. It ended up being the shamosh from the MTJ yeshiva on the Lower East Side. He said it was like they were expecting us. Come in, of course, stay with us. They had room. We ate there. It was a beautiful Shabbat. And Shabbat afternoon, he took us into Rav Moshe Feinstein. And we spoke to the Rebbe, to the Gadol Ador. It was unbelievable. We told them about our daughter. He said, come back, Motzei Shabbat, I'm going to give her a beracha, bring her. She comes back, Motzei Shabbat, the Rebbe gives her a beracha. It was the most uplifting Shabbat for them. The following week, they go back to the hospital to start the treatments. The doctor looks at her and says, what did you do to this girl? In all of my years, I never saw such a thing. She's cured. You don't need any operation. You're free to go. They didn't know about the beracha from Rav Moshe. When they went to that shamosh, he mentioned that he has a daughter that's not married and it's so hard for them. When they went back to Israel, or before they went back, they have a nephew who's also having trouble with shidduchim. They made the shidduch. The nephew married this shamosh's daughter. He says later, when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I'm on the highway, it's snowing, Hashem is paving my salvation. He's putting me, you got to stop in the middle of the highway, you got to see Rav Moshe. We have to get this boy married to this girl. Stop yourself. What I think is the worst curse, chas v'shalom, there's blessing behind it. Hashem is helping you. He's doing it for your best. Cheer up. Stop yourself. Don't walk around crying, moping. It's good. I don't understand how, but it's good. You have to give yourself that chizuk because it's true.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org